Hey everyone. So this is the last video of the 4 video series, and in this video I'm going to be going over the top 9 trees and their magical purposes or properties. So I love trees. Trees are just my thing. I love them. They have such an energy, when you connect with a tree, when you touch a tree, it's like there's an energy swap. And I mean, their energy is so pure and just so great. Call me a tree hugger if you want, but that's what I am. So, trees are important in the magical world. Every part of the tree uh, comprise the main ingredients in incense, oils, powders, and washes. We use them for tool making and altar construction. While all parts of the tree can boost magical work, some parts work better than others in specific kinds of magic. If it grows below the earth, roots and root bark, it is for mundane issues like mental and physical ability, grounding, and practicality. If it grows on the trunk, like bark and moss, try it for efforts involving physical, mental, and emotional health. If it grows into the sky, like leaves and flowers, it's most effective for issues that deal with freedom, divine guidance, or intervention, and planetary work. So the first tree is the apple tree, and this is sacred to Aphrodite, the goddess of love. The gifts of this tree, especially the blossoms, go far in efforts of love, romance, and seduction. The fruit of it, wow, English, Nicole. The fruit of it is also used as a symbol of the craft. Sliced crosswise, it presents the perfect pentagram. Gifts of the apple tree are also used to add power to every type of magic. The second one is birch. Birch works best with efforts involving new beginnings and fresh starts. But because this tree is sacred to Mother Earth, she takes a personal interest in every request made under her branches. Also, because this tree is sacred to Thor, be sure to only collect gifts from a tree that has been struck by lightning or from loose twigs and branches scattered on the ground, or you may incur his wrath. So I think that, trees, especially if you follow the deities that, I'm sorry, my phone is going off. If you follow the deities, trees are very sacred to certain deities, and I think it's important to not only show the deities respect, but to show the trees the same respect as well. And so, for the birch, you may want to, like, after a windstorm, or some thunderstorms have really high winds, and you might go and there'd be a lot of branches down. This would be the perfect time to go out and collect and harvest twigs and branches from the birch. Number 3 is the fir, and this is because this tree is evergreen. This tree, oh my goodness, because this tree is evergreen, gifts are frequently used in efforts of immortality and infinity issues, such as reincarnations or karma. Also work for good health, physical energy. And some species of the fir are poisonous, so just do your homework before using them, whether you're going to ingest or smoke them or whatever, just be sure. The fourth one is the grapevine, and this is sacred to Bacchus. This is the god of wine. The gifts are joy, happiness, celebration to magical work. Because the fruit is used in wine and wine alters the state of consciousness, it's used in efforts to promote psychic awareness. Number 5 is the hawthorn. Commonly burned in ancient Rome, temples to clear them of negative energy. It is often used for cleansing measures. Use the branches as smudge sticks and the leaves, bark, and thorns to break bad habits. Because the flowers are sacred to the fairies, they work well with issues involving freedom. Number 6 is hazel. Long used as divination rods to locate water and minerals. Gifts of this tree work well for knowledge retention, wisdom, and cutting through deceit. Number 7 is the oak tree. Because the white-berried mistletoe grows among its branches, and the berries represent the semen of the Lord of the Forest, The oak tree is a symbol of strength and masculinity. Use the leaves for health issues, the acorns for prosperity, and the root and bark for mental stability. If you place in a charm bag and carry it with you, it promotes good fortune. And number 8 is rowan, or rowan, also known as mountain ash. Commonly known as the tree of life and protection, people of ancient times frequently planted the rowan beside the home to repel evil spirits and negativity. Use the leaves and berries in incense, washes, and it also increases psychic abilities and divination skills. And keep a few twigs in the house to protect against lightning and storm damage. To promote good health and physical energy, always carry a piece of it in your pocket or purse. And the fruit of this tree is poisonous. And the last one is the willow tree, which is my absolute favorite. I love the weeping willow. There's so much knowledge, and the willow is such a wise tree. And, so much can be gained by working with a willow tree, in my opinion. So, because the willow is known as the tree of death, and because death is imperative for rebirth, newcomers to the religion often make their wands of this wood. And the wood of this tree is sacred to Hecate and works well with for separations or endings and new beginnings. The leaves and bark work well for healing and when added to oils, teas, or incense for this purpose. So those are the top 9 trees and their properties. And I absolutely love the willow. Willow is my favorite. It will always be my favorite. There's such a majestic quality to a willow tree. Like, if you ever walk, in a park, like, there's not a whole lot of willows like where I am. There's a lot of, birch, and there's a lot of maple trees, and there's a lot of oak trees, and you have a lot of those, but there's one in a park that's not too far from my house, and it is just massive. It is a massive willow tree, and the branches just come up and then they come back down, and they lie, they're sweeping across the ground. It is the most majestic tree in the park, and there is this majestic quality to these trees for me, that when you are in the presence of a willow tree, that there is much to be learned, and the knowledge that it has, and the knowledge that it keeps. And once you connect with this tree, you gain some knowledge and some insight yourself. So, my opinion, of course, everybody has their favorites and what they connect with, but that is mine. So, I hope this helped, and I hope you enjoyed the 4-video series on the different things and their properties. So, I will see you next week. Bye.